These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Every time they throw a shot, they get counted. Got out of the way of that right hook. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. Tried to score with a jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. We wanted action, and they are delivering. There's a counter shot. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. She wasn't ready for that counter. How about that time counter shot? When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning, because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
She got clipped by that counter. Failing to score with that right hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well done with that counter shot. Throws the uppercut but misses. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to... The bell rings and we start the third. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Beautiful counter punch. exchange punches. Nice counter. Misses with the straight left. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. The corner's got the towel. Are they going to throw it in? And down goes the artist. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been her best round for sure. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to win. Great round, great round. Now relax, relax. It doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget that round. That's in the past. But you'll take her out. She is absolutely shattered. She's hurt. She's ready.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's got a minute to collect herself, and boy, does she need it, because you know her opponent is going to come out blazing, looking for another knockdown to start this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
So far, the offense has been better than the defense. She scores with that counter. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Good counter shot by her. Oh no, Katie Taylor hurt. And this replay proves it. The body shot did her in.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep...
Time for the 5th round. So that's a 10-8 round. Got to turn things around here, Johnny. What do they do?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
She got her with a punch. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot by her. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big swing and a miss with the hook. They're in trouble. And the artist has been dropped. That punch dropped her hard. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are away.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
She's got a half a round to get this thing together.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander?
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
That's lights out right there.
Come to me.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Well, she's been knocked down twice. Let's see how this corner handles things as they got a minute to get it together. Let's start the 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You still want to fight.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the last. Here comes round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
She catches and counters. Nice counter punch. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again.
Oh, no, she's down for the count. She surely isn't getting up from this. So they will throw in the towel. The corner has stopped it. They will be...
all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for... It's Edgar Berlanga. Fought Canelo Alvarez, was unsuccessful there, but did go the distance, and then we saw what he's done since then. Sugar Ray Leonard.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
All right, listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
What a great... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Just misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? That counter shot lands. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
Well, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting. Fight on fight.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
There's a counter shot. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. They exchange punches. They block the jab. The perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. On to the second round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Does well to block that left jab. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. Incredible work rate. And he he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Nice job getting that punch through. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. The bell rings and we start the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Just missed with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. Good counter punching. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hook misses. This fight has a real good flow to it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell to start round 4. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
No rest for the weary. Just misses with that left uppercut. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That big hook doesn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Time for the 5th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Did a nice job blocking the right jab. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? And there's the bell for round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab slightly off target. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
His stamina is off the charts. That punch lands. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Edgar Berlanga in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
It's a tough fight.
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
For I am the truth. I am the light that lighteth every man and woman that cometh into this continent, into this world of America today.